Welcome to something that doesn't come along very often in this area. An equestrian property with 4 stables, over 4.5 acres of land, plus a 3-bedroom house with an attic room, plus a 1-bedroom self-contained bungalow, plus a double garage with a 1-bedroom flat above. And it's just had over £70,000 spent on eco improvements. We're talking new boiler, new pipework, new heat pump, new solar panels, full wall and roof insulation. You name it, they've done it. So, should we go and have a look at it? Welcome to Goldcliff, and welcome to Level House. Standing behind me is what once would have been 2 separate cottages, probably built by the landowner for his labourers and farm workers and their families. And right up on the roof, right up on the top there, is a brick with an engravement with a date 1706, which lands quite well to local history. Where I'm standing, we're literally a stone's throw away from the local pub, and just beyond the protected field in front of me is the sea wall and the coastal walks and coastal paths. Now the property is stuffed with character, including this bulge here in the wall. Now this would have been the original bread oven, which would have made food for the labourers and the people working on the farm. Imagine the smells coming out of this, wafting over into the fields when the guys were coming in for lunch. Amazing. Now this is one of 3 entrances. To give you an idea of how big this space is, the current owner used to have a dining table in here. But what I want you to understand is that this property is not listed. So just beyond this wall here is the bungalow. It's a bare bone bungalow which could quite easily be incorporated into this property with an archway either here or in the back room. But right now it leads us into the first living room. Now this is one of 2 family or living rooms, both with these beautiful original fireplaces. We have the stairs there leading down from the master bedroom, which I'll show you a little bit later. But you get a real sense in this room of the history. You can imagine the conversations, the landowner, the farm labourers and their families who lived here, and also the current owner who lives here. He's been here for over 30 years. Now this is a very impressive room, it's nice, it's bright, but the other one is just a little bit more special. So I promised you a second fireplace, and I aim to deliver. But this also has the original flagstone floors. Now, if you had these cleaned, treated and sealed, this would be a real character showpiece. Don't get me wrong, it is in the rest of the downstairs, but the rest of the downstairs is covered with tiles. But in here, you can really see it for what it is in all its glory. So I'm going to start upstairs by showing you my favourite room first, the master bedroom. This was originally 2 rooms, divided by a wall that would have been by here, but now one large space, plenty of light coming through. Walls and ceiling have just been insulated throughout. But the current owner had plans to utilise the corridor that runs between here and the rest of the house and turn that into an ensuite bathroom, which means that this would have been a private sanctuary. But if you don't want that, then you could put an ensuite, well, anywhere really. It really is that big. Now, Now, I want you to keep the word potential in the back of your mind here, and I'll show you why a little bit later. But on the first floor, you'll also find this large family bathroom, plus 2 additional double bedrooms. And a corridor with original stonework leading to the second floor attic room, which could be a wonderful office, playroom, or maybe some storage if that's what you need. Coming back down to the first floor corridor, you'll see that the staircase has a spiral stairs. Well, the owner took away the original staircase that could quite easily be reincorporated if you wish. To the side, we find a separate one-bedroom bungalow, which could be incorporated into the main house as an annex, or kept separate as it is. Now, this house lends itself very well to multi-generational living, or maybe second income. Well, as I said, it's a bare-bone one-bedroom bungalow, and it's crying out like the rest of the property for someone to come in and put their stamp on it. Would you keep this as a bungalow? Would you keep it as a separate dwelling? Or would you incorporate it back into the main house? Speaking of additional living space, we've got a separate garage which is currently being used as a games room. But it's what's upstairs that is really something special. Purpose-built one-bedroom flat. Now this has a good-sized kitchen and living space all in one, a double bedroom and bathroom, which again could lend itself very well to the extended family, or maybe an Airbnb, a second income. Now remember what I said about keeping the word potential in your mind, because within permitted planning you could come out as far as pretty much where those stones are there and extend the kitchen both out and back. But I would be looking to add another bedroom, another ensuite, and extending that family bathroom out. With the right planning here, remember, you're not overlooked by anybody bar yourself. This place could be something really, really special. In the garden, you'll also find what I could only describe as 2 aircraft hangar style workshops. One has a 2-poster ramp, but they're big enough to accommodate a small car collection or maybe a small business. And a business has been run from here for many, many years. When it comes to the equestrian side of the property, you've got 4 stables, plus the remaining land has been divided into 3 gated fields. The larger, at the back left-hand side of the property, is divided by hedgerow and fencing to the second field. And then we've got a smaller area to the right-hand side of the property, which works well with smaller animals. This is such a unique property, and nothing like it has come on the market in this area for such a long time. You're not just buying a home here, you're buying character and you're buying a piece of history. But more importantly, you're buying the potential for this to be spectacular. My name's Steve. If you're interested in the property, you think you could live here, give me a call or arrange a viewing.